Sleep.
Today's topic is sleep. So the question for today is, how much do you usually sleep? What about you, Juan? How much do you usually sleep?
Every day about 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours. What time do you
Yes.
go to bed?
Uh, at 11 o'clock p.m.
Aha. And
Yes.
what time do you wake up?
5 p.m. 5 p.m. early.
8 a.m.
A.m. Excuse me.
No, it's okay.
5 a.m. early. Yes.
You wake up very early in the morning.
Yes. Yes.
And
I need to take a shower after prepare my breakfast.
uh-huh.
Yes.
And later on you go to work.
Yes. But actually, I am on vacation.
That's great. So
Yes.
what time do you regularly wake up when you are on vacation?
Mm, six, 6 or 7 a.m.
That's great.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can sleep a little more.
Yeah. My wife sleep for a long time. Yes.
Yes, that's good.
Okay.
Sometimes women sleep a lot.
Excuse me?
Sometimes women sleep a lot.
Yes. Yes. See.
All right. Okay. Now let's see some facts. Here you are, 10 facts about sleep. So Juan, could you help me reading number one?
Yes. The record for the longest period without sleep is 18 days, 21 hours, 40 minutes during a rocking chair marathon. The record holder report hallucinations, paransia,
Paranoia?
paranoia, Brummer vision, slumber speech, and memory and concentration lapses.
Lapses.
Lapses, excuse me, lapses.
Oh,
Okay.
it's okay. Jesus Christ. What's your opinion about this one?
Mm, 18. I am agree with this opinion.
I agree.
I agree with the opinion.
Yeah, so look at this. 18 days, 21 hours, 4 minutes without sleep. It is impossible. I don't know if I can't be awake for more than 2 nights. What is the time when you have slept the less? Some time that you didn't sleep.
Mm, I don't understand your question, teacher. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, my
Yeah.
question is, has this happened to you that you didn't sleep for a long time?
Oof. I never I never sleep for a long time because I have many activities to do every day.
Yeah, that's it. But
Yes,
any
in
day,
my work, in my ranch, in other activities.
yes, that's it.
Yes.
You know what? To me, yes, it happened uh, once. I remember that I had a very, really important exam and I didn't have time for studying. So I committed a really big mistake. My mistake
Yeah.
was that as I couldn't study. I was studying for 2 nights before the exam.
Yeah.
So my exam was going to be on Saturday. And so Thursday night, I started studying uh, all night long, all night long. I didn't sleep. Later on in the morning, I went to work Friday morning. Friday afternoon, I was sleeping and no, I'm sorry, I was studying. And
Mhm.
Friday evening, I was studying. So I didn't sleep for 2 nights. And guess what? In the
Mhm.
exam, it
Yeah.
was horrible, Juan. The worst exam I have done ever. I
Yeah.
couldn't I couldn't see very well. Everything was moving, so my vision was completely blurred.
Yeah.
I heard some voices in my ears
Okay.
and I
Yeah.
couldn't concentrate it any. I thought that the exam was a German exam. So I said, no, this is not English. This is German.
German. Oh, it's very
But,
difficult.
but I thought that everybody had the same. Well, I thought that I mistook the room. Later
Okay.
on, I saw that all my classmates were there and nobody complained. So I said, no, no, hey, stop. The exam is okay. Pay attention, concentrate. And I tried so hard to concentrate, and I understood that it was not German, it was English. So it was impossible, so hard to believe. But put my hand on fire, it happened to me. So yes,
Okay.
everything that says here they mention it happened to me also. But I was two
Okay.
nights without sleeping. So yes,
It's a very good advice, teacher, for me.
yeah, never do it one. If you have an exam, study before, but sleep very well previously to the exam. Never do that. It is not good. Okay, so let's go to the next, number 2. Here we are.
Number.
Could you help me reading, please?
It's impossible to tell if someone is really awake without close medical supervision. People can take cat naps with their eyes open without even being aware of it.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so there are people who are sleeping, but they have their eyes opened. Have you seen a person like that?
Mm, I think I think is really,
Yes. You know
yeah.
what? I saw my nephew. When my nephew was really, really little, he was a little boy. He was kind of like 2 or 3 years old. He used to sleep with his eyes opened. And for everybody, it was hard to believe because we said, Jesus, is he awake? But he doesn't move. And his
Okay.
mommy said, no, he's sleeping. My,
Okay.
his eyes. No, yes, he has his eyes open, but he's sleeping. Wow.
Okay. In
And,
my case, I have a little headache only.
oh,
Yes.
yes, that's it. Hey, and look at this. Here they say people can take cat naps. What are cat naps?
I don't know, teacher. Cat, no, no.
Cat naps are very small periods of time when you take when you sleep just for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
For example, if you are very tired, If,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, it's a cat nap.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yes.
Here in Mexico, we have some idioms for that word.
Yeah.
Into Mexico, we say echarse una pestañita,
Yes.
or we say also echarse un sueñito,
Yes.
or we say echarse un coyotito.
Coyotita. He, he don't even, I never, I never listened this term.
No, this is very common here in Mexico.
Okay.
Do you do you in Ecuador? I'm sorry.
No, no problem.
Do you in Ecuador have something similar?
Uh, yes. Sí. Yes. Yes. Un sueñito. Sí. Yes. Un reposo. Sí. Mira.
Yes, that's it. It is so necessary sometimes.
Yes. When I am tired in my work, I am look my computer. By I have a cat naps for 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So
Yes.
if you come to Mexico and somebody tells you, Juan, échate un coyotito, it means that it's a catnap.
Okay, okay. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Number 3, please.
Anything less than 5 minutes to fall asleep at night means you're sleep deprived. Deprived. The ideal is between 10 and 15 minutes, meaning you're still tired enough to sleep deeply, but not so exhausted you feel sleepy by day.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, here what they say is that sometimes we are so absolutely tired that when we go to bed, we almost immediately fall asleep.
Yes.
And it is not good because it means that we are not going to really rest. So,
Yeah.
well, what they say is that the ideal time for falling asleep is 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So they say that it is not good that we are so exhausted to sleep because we are not going to rest well.
Yeah.
And has something like that happened to you, Juan? That you are so exhausted that you couldn't even sleep?
Uh, in my case, I do exercise 15 or 20 minutes.
Hey, that's great.
Yes. And before I take a shower and after I'm going to my bed.
Wow. Hey, that's
Yes.
great. And
Yes.
how do you sleep?
I sleep very good.
Excellent. Yes, that's
Yes.
pretty good.
Yes.
Okay. So please, let's go to number 4.
Yes. A new baby typically results in 740 hours lost sleep for parents in the first year.
My
Oh,
goodness. What do you think about it? Is it true?
it's true, because I have three sons.
All of
Uh,
them are boys?
yes, the baby is is sleeping for a long time every day.
Oh, yes. They are
Yes,
so beautiful. They are
yeah,
wonderful. But Jesus Christ,
yeah,
yes, it is so tiring.
yes. When the baby is sleeping, don't cry. if he don't sleeping, he's crying every day.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
they are wonderful, but so
Yeah.
tiring.
Yes.
I remember when my eldest son was a baby, Jesus, for two, no, for 4 nights, he was completely crying all night long. He started crying at 10 o'clock in the night,
Mm.
in the evening, and he fall asleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. And at that time, I had to go to work.
Yeah.
So I was sleep deprived. It was really, really difficult for 4 nights, Juan. I didn't know what to do. I
Okay.
I thought that he was sick, so I was checking everything. His diapers, his belly. I was looking at his nose, checking if there was something in his clothes that
Okay.
was stinking here. But no, not everything was okay, but he was crying.
Mhm.
And so when I went to work, I asked to my mom, Mommy, I called by phone here and I asked, Mommy, how's the baby? And she told me, he's peacefully sleeping. Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
About for 4 nights. Later on, everything was okay. But
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
okay. And what about you? Was there any night that your children were crying or that you couldn't sleep?
Maybe I think the baby need to eat milk or the food,
Maybe.
maybe is possible is sick.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But well, okay. Juan, could you help me checking number 5?
Yes. No one knows for sure if other spies dream, but
Species?
some species, excuse me, species dream,
Species.
but some do
I'm
have
sorry.
sleep cycles similar to humans.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Juan, do you think that animals dream?
Yes, the dogs dreams for a long time every day.
Yeah, well, they sleep, but
Yes,
are they having dreams?
yes. The horse, the cows, the rabbit, it sleep for a long time, but with the eyes open.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
That's so interesting.
yes, yes, yes. And
So,
the others animals close the eyes when are sleeping.
uh-huh.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, I think that yes, you're right. The animals dream. I remember that sometimes my dog is sleeping,
yes,
but suddenly it moves his paws as if she was running and she barks as if she was as if she were playing or fighting to another dog.
yeah,
And yeah, and sometimes it seems that she's eating, and I think that she's
yeah.
dreaming that she eats.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
That's it.
Now let's
My
go
teacher.
to the next image. Here we go. Number 6. What do you think about it? Please, could you read it?
Okay. Elephants sleep standing up during non-REM sleep, but lie down for REM sleep. What is REM? Excuse me.
REM means rapid eyes movement, and it's a
Ah,
condition.
yeah,
So it means when you are moving your eyes,
yes.
it means that you are not deeply asleep.
Okay.
No, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, it's other way around. When you are not moving your eyes, you are not deeply asleep. But when
Okay.
you are really, really deeply asleep, then our eyes begin to move. Haven't you seen that when a person is sleeping, it seems like he or she are moving their eyes?
No.
Yeah, observe a person when he or she is sleeping, and you
Yeah.
will see that it seems that they move their eyes. Of course, they are closed, but
Yeah.
the you can see that the pupil, the globe of the eye, moves.
Yeah.
And it means that the person is completely, deeply asleep.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, and
For
so,
me, it's new. This the case the elephant. I
ah,
don't know. Yes, it's very interesting.
yeah, and so
Uh-huh.
that REM movement is also for humans. And they say that when they do this, when they are not moving their eyes, they can sleep standing up. But
Okay.
when they are deeply asleep, they lay down.
Yeah.
Jose Manuel, welcome. How are you?
How are you, teacher?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome. You know what? Today we
Thank you,
are
teacher.
talking. Today we are talking about a very interesting topic. Today's topic is sleep. So we are checking up some facts about sleeping. They are very interesting. So could you help us, Jose Manuel, to read number 7? Here we are.
Teacher, can you speak Spanish, please?
Oh, yes, of course. ¿Nos ayudas a leer el número 7? Can you help us reading number 7, please?
Mm, the natural alarm clock, which enables some people to wake up more or less when they want to, is caused by a burst of the stress hormone adrenocorticotropion. Research say this reflects and causes anticipation of the stress of waking up.
Thank you very much. So it means that we have a natural alarm clock. It's our biological clock.
Okay.
Do you wake up at certain time without the necessity of any alarm clock, Jose Manuel?
Yes, teacher, and I need the clock for wake up. My
Ah,
job is it's A2 medio, ¿cómo se? 8:30, perdón.
8.5.
18, 18 o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
I I sleep tarde, teacher.
late?
Study. It's late. I sleep late for the study and verify the class, de
Yeah,
verify the class del día siguiente, perdón.
to check and prepare the next class.
Yes, teacher, I teach mathematics.
Oh my. So that's a very, well, for me, it is a very difficult assignment. And of course, I think that you need to prepare lots of, well, maybe not material, but exercises to make it easier to your students.
Mm, yes, teacher, I teach easy or very easy mathematics, and it's difficult the children's.
Yeah, for their level of comprehension, it's a little difficult, a little complicated for them to catch why it is like that.
um, the mathematics it's boring, but um, with the mama para los jóvenes más bien.
Yeah, for kids, but you know what? I think that it is because they don't know what is the real importance of mathematics, because mathematics is everywhere. So if we don't understand mathematics, we are lost.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Thank you very much, Jose Manuel. Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
Juan, what about you? Do you have that biological clock, or do you need an alarm clock to wake up?
Mm, I no problem. My wake up is at 5 a.m. early every day. When I listen the rooster, I wake up.
You
Yeah,
have roosters?
el gallo,
Yeah, do you have roosters?
rooster. Yes, in my house.
Wow.
Yes, yeah,
Hey, that's beautiful.
yes. But my wife have a despertador.
She has an alarm clock.
She has alarm every day. The the alarm is a rooster.
So you have a real rooster and you have
Yes.
also a virtual one.
Okay. Near my head.
Jesus Christ, an electronic rooster.
Yes, electronic rooster. Yes. Okay.
That's nice. All
Yeah.
right, thank you very much, Juan. All right, let's go to the next. Juan, could you help us reading number 9?
Okay. No problem. Expert says one of the most alarming sleep attractions in the 24 hours accessibility of the internet.
Thank you very much. Yes. What's your opinion about it? The most alluring sleep distraction is the internet.
Mm,
For you, Juan, is it distracting for you?
yes, yes, but I prefer don't. I use the internet only for my study.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
prefer not to use it.
Yes, I use, for example, in my house 8 or 9 hours.
Mm.
Yes, in on the day I am very tired. I can I can work with internet. I need listen music for relax. Uh, this is or do exercise.
That's
Yeah.
it. All right, thank you very much, Juan.
Okay.
Jose Manuel, what about you? Does it, does the internet distract you very much?
The internet is very important in our life, teacher, and the the people don't in occasionally don't o sea, no hace las tareas por distracción.
Don't do their tasks,
Don't do their
their,
yes,
their
teacher,
tasks for distraction.
yes, teacher.
You know what? There is a word for that situation. The word is procrastination. Let me write it. Let me write it in the chat for you. No, not in the chat. In the screen. Here it is. So the word is procrastination. Procrastination means that we don't do what we have because we are distracted. So procrastination is something that sometimes is also caused by the internet. And so Juan,
Um,
I'm sorry, Jose Manuel, what about your
mhm.
students? Are they distracted with the internet?
Mhm. Um, I job in Sierra Tarahumara teacher. It's difficult the internet in the zone, but in occasionally the internet is in function and se dice Mm, the teenagers distraction, but that's for the videos,
Mm-hmm.
the YouTube and chat, Facebook. Um, it's interesting for our bueno for days they
I
are.
I think that in a sense it is good because they are integrating to technology, but it's not good because they are distracted. So, did you know that in France, cell phones are prohibited in the schools? In France.
Mm, in France, it's necessary the control the internet and the cell phones, but down the word the students in the school, they not work the homework in home.
Uh-huh.
It's it's difficult for the fathers no don't um, what did you say? And also
Um,
reglas en el hogar, teacher.
Regulations at home.
Yes, teacher, regulations at home.
Yeah, that you're right. You know what? I think that technology is great. Technology is wonderful. But the problem is that we humans don't know how to use it. We don't put limits. That's the problem for everything, not only for the internet, but also for many different things that we manage, that we don't set limits. And it is a problem. And you know what? Well, sometimes when I go to school, I can see that some of my students are sleeping in class. They say that they are so sleepy. And when I ask them what happened, they tell me, "Oh, teacher, I was watching a movie picture in my cell phone." My goodness, what time did you go to sleep? Um, 3 o'clock in the morning. Is it possible that parents don't do anything for helping their children? Because it is a problem. So we have to set the limits and say, no, no more cell phone, no more internet, because it's time to sleep.
Teacher,
Yes, Juan.
yeah. The last week I read a news in Ecuador. Uh, Children, it was playing games every day about maybe uh, 10 or 15 hours, but
My.
it was there in front of your computer.
My
Terrible.
goodness.
Yes, terrible, terrible.
What happened? Was it
The medic, the medical, the doctor said, but maybe is the problem in the head of the children.
Jesus Christ?
Yes, it's very very difficult. Yes,
It is so terrible. So
yes,
we parents have to do something not to leave children to do that. It is
yes.
dangerous.
If the children cry, the parent give a cell phone to to play games
That's
every
a
day.
that's the problem, Juan.
Yes.
That
Uh-huh.
we are not intelligent enough to do
Yes.
something for children to think about different things. Okay, you are bored. Let's play ball. Let's play chess. Let's watch a movie picture together, and we are going to comment the movie
Okay.
picture.
Yes.
Let's talk about histories. Let's see the sky, and I will explain you some things about the stars. I
Okay.
don't know, to be with them.
It's a good advice, teacher. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that when my children were very little, of course, there were no cell phones, but I liked so much to watch television with them and to comment the TV programs. So we used to say, all right, this is good, or do you consider that this program is violent?
Yes.
And they said, it's violent, mommy. Okay, so do you consider that the personages, the characters should act like that? Or they should talk? Or what's your advice? So they started analyzing the situation and they used to say, no, they shouldn't react like that. So it was good because we had the time for talking and we had a very good communication.
Yeah.
But yeah, nowadays, eh, many people don't do that.
Okay, teacher.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Jose Manuel, please, could you help us reading number 10?
Yes, teacher. Feeling tired can feel normal after a short time. Those deprived sleep needs notice the effect of their illness, mood, and physical performance, but the awareness.
Thank you very much. So, what do you think about this? Feeling tired can feel normal after a short time. Those deliberately deprived of sleep for research initially noticed the effects on their alertness, mood, and physical performance, but the awareness. So after we have been awake, that's why they say deprived of sleep. Uh, of course, we lose some abilities, we lose some functions. For example, you, Jose Manuel, have you been asleep for a long time with no sleep for 2 nights or kind of like that? Jose Manuel, hello. Don't go. You know what, Juan? Maybe he's having problems with his internet signal. When
Yes.
he was reading, I heard that it was a little difficult to understand. Well, what do you think about this one?
In my case, I never sleep for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if I am sick, I need sleep 3 or 4 hours because I need stay in my bed. But
Uh-huh.
if I don't sleep, I am I need move every day. I need read, work, go, I need do many activities every day.
Uh-huh. Yes, that's it. It is so
How do
necessary.
you say it's hyperactivo?
Hyperactive.
Yes, I am hyperactive. Yes,
Yes, but
my
you
problem.
you you know what? I think that you are conscious of that and you know how to manage it. And it's very good.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
yeah, I prefer write. Yes, I I
That's
I have, I have my first book in English and Spanish.
wow. Hey,
Yeah,
that's great.
yes.
And what's the name of your book?
The name is uh, Metal Silos and Food Security.
Hey, that's great.
Yes,
So you are an author.
yeah, yes, yeah, yes. I am a doctor. Yeah. I in my life I work about 20 years before I read the book. Is my experience in the book.
That is wonderful. You
Yeah,
know, a few people dare to write a book.
yeah.
You have to expertise in many things before writing a book. So
Yes.
congratulations to you.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Okay, let's go to these questions. Mm, Jose Manuel, please, could you help me reading this question? Why do
Why do some people sleep well while other people do not sleep well?
Thank you very much. What do you think about this question, Jose Manuel?
Um, can you speak Spanish, teacher, please?
Oh, yes, of course. ¿Cuál es tu opinión? ¿Por qué algunas personas duermen bien mientras que otras personas no?
Um, for uh, it's different situation the people. For example, the stress, um, the bed, the bed is then goes. Mm, what did you say, cansancio, teacher?
Get tired.
Yes, get tired. The different problems in your life,
Their life.
their life.
Yes, that's it. Hey, excellent.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
I agree with you. I think that the point that you mentioned about stress is very important. Many people are really stressed. Okay, thank you very much, Jose Manuel. Juan, what's your opinion about it?
Um, I think the people don't not sleep well because don't eat. For example,
Aha,
yeah. If I don't have food for my family, I think I think in each moment, what can I do for this problem?
For solving this problem.
Oh, yes, yes. This is my opinion.
You're right.
Okay,
Yes, I agree with you also. Thank you very much.
okay,
So, Juan, could you help us reading this question?
okay. What do you do when do you have trouble sleeping?
What about you, Juan? What do you do when you have trouble sleeping?
Excuse me, what is trouble?
Problem.
Ah, oh, I in my case, I listen music.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah. Yes, or I read a book, or I do exercise.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, or I count the ships, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 million ships.
1 million ships.
Okay. After I am sleeping very good. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Jose Manuel, what do you do when you have trouble sleeping?
I watch the TV. Um, uh, I watch the TV and, and espero hasta dormir.
So you stay still the moment you fall asleep.
Yes, teacher, and I take the computer and read the books, or I hear music
You,
that relax.
wow, delicious. Guess what? Once upon a time, I remember that I was dreaming. I was asleep and I was dreaming that I couldn't sleep. It was so strange. I think that maybe I am crazy, but I was dreaming that I couldn't sleep and I was counting down sheeps and I counted down one sheep, sheep, three sheeps, and they were jumping out of a fence. But when the eighth sheep, well, it was his turn to jump. Instead of jumping, the sheep stared at me and he asked me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm counting you." And he told me, "Why do you count down us?" And I answered, "Because I can't sleep." And so the sheep asked me, "Is it efficient for you? So is it real that you can sleep whenever you count down sheep?" And so we were talking, the sheep and I. And suddenly I could see an enormous line, an enormous queue of sheep were waiting for skipping down the fence, out of the fence. And so they were waiting and they were in their cars and they were sounding their horns. And so in that moment, I realized that my dream was ridiculous. I said, "What happens to me? Why do I dream these things?" And I woke up. But for me, it is strange that I had such a ridiculous dream and that I knew that I was dreaming. So maybe I'm crazy, but I'm serious. It really happened to me. Okay, so let's go to the next. Jose Manuel, could you please?
Yes, teacher. What time do you usually to go sleep? What time do you usually get up?
What about you, Jose Manuel?
Mm, 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 One time, I can you speak Spanish, teacher?
Oh, yes, of course. ¿A qué hora usualmente te vas a dormir? ¿Y a qué hora
Mhm.
usualmente te levantas?
I usually to sleep at 9 o'clock, but my my work is difficult for the preparing the class. Um, I usually get up at 6 o'clock for
Ajá,
I
and so
wash I wash
you take a shower and you go to work.
yes yes teacher I take the shower
All right, thank you
yearly.
very much. Okay, Juan, what about you? Time do you usually go to sleep? And what time?
In my case, I am usually go to sleep at 11 o'clock in the night. I-
Okay.
And I usually get up at 5 o'clock a.m.
Oh,
every day.
hey, that's very good.
Yes.
Okay, so have you ever slept in a strange place that was not a bed? What about you, Jose Manuel?
Repeat the question, teacher, please.
Yes, of course. Have you ever slept in a strange place that was not a bed? ¿Has dormido en un lugar extraño que no era una cama?
Yes, teacher. I sleep in the floor.
Floor on the
Yeah,
floor.
my friend. Yes, teacher. And with my sleeping in the classroom and my first job.
Wow, that's great.
Yes,
Well, not so
yes,
comfort.
teacher. And I teach in bachelor in the Sierra Tarahumara, but I don't house the teacher, and I take ¿cómo se puede decir? Me tocó dormir en el piso
I
del
had,
salón de clases.
Jesus Christ, you had to sleep on the floor in the classroom. Jeez,
Yes, teacher.
that's tremendous. All right. So what about you, Juan? Have you ever slept in a strange place that was not a bed?
Yes. I slept, I slept in the airport of Costa Rica
Uh,
because I don't have have money to
ma-
go to the hotel
so you slept in
in the airport. Yeah.
the lounge.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My,
Yeah.
me too. It happened to me in Mexico once I went to Veracruz. It's a place far away from my home, and I had to sleep in the bus station.
Yeah.
It's nice. All
But
right. Yes.
in other situation, I was slept over the a desk, but in the desk 3 or 4 days it was how do you say velando un muerto.
My goodness, you were
Yes.
taking care of a dead
Yeah.
person?
Yeah. I had pesadillas,
Yeah, nightmares.
nightmares every night.
Of course.
In the morning, I say, "What happened here?" Oh, no, no problem.
Yeah.
In the same day, he, he, he was
It's
terrible.
scary.
My goodness, you know what, Juan? I have heard many stories, but this was, Jesus Christ, scary.
Yes.
Oh my.
Okay. Yeah.
No, never do that again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, kids, I think that we have been talking very nicely, very interestingly, but I'm sorry, it's time to go. I don't know if you want to say any commentary or to ask any question.
The class was very interesting. I had an opportunity to practice with you and with the classmate.
Oh,
In my case, I am very, very, very happy. Thank you.
thank you very much, Juan. It was a pleasure also to be talking to you today.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
you very much. Okay, Jose Manuel, likewise, a pleasure to be talking to you today. And so have a very good night and
Yes, teacher.
go to sleep.
Good
Thank
night.
you, teacher, for the
Good
next
night.
class.
It is sleep. I
Yeah.
sleep in the bed.
Yeah, sleep on a bed.
Keep dreams, teacher.
Yeah, likewise, sweet
Okay.
dreams.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Okay,
thanks
teacher.
to you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night, teacher. Good night.